Wait, don't scroll, because what I'm about to share with you could literally change your financial life in the next 365 days. Imagine this. You're living on a $1,000 monthly salary. Sounds tight, right? But what if I told you that you can still save $6,000 in just 1 year? Yeah, it sounds impossible until you see how it's actually done. And I promise you, if you click away now, you'll miss the exact trick that makes this whole system work. So stay with me. Let's be real for a second. $1,000 a month in America doesn't stretch far. Rent, groceries, gas, maybe some student debt. By the time you cover the basics, there's almost nothing left. And that's where most people give up. They think, well, I'll save when I earn more. But here's the truth. If you can't save on a small income, you won't magically save on a big one. The problem isn't the amount, it's the system. This is where the real trick begins. Most people think saving money is about cutting back. No Starbucks, no fun, no life. But that's not true. Saving is actually about prioritizing. It's about deciding what comes first. If your savings plan doesn't come first, life will always find a way to take that money from you. The rich don't wait until the end of the month to see what's left over. They save first, spend second. And you can do the same, even on $1,000 a month. So how do we get to $6,000 in 1 year? Let's break it down. If you save just $500 every month, you'll have $6,000 by the end of 12 months. Simple math. But here's the part that matters. How do you actually pull out $500 when your paycheck is only $1,000? That's where most people give up, and that's exactly why you need a strategy that forces the savings out before you even touch the money. Here's the golden rule. The second your paycheck lands, you move $500 into a separate account. Don't wait, don't think, do it immediately. That money is no longer yours to spend. It's your future. You live on the other $500. Now I know what you're thinking. There's no way I can live on $500 in America. And I get it. But stay with me, because this is where we flip the script. Most people don't realize how much money leaks out of their life every month. Subscriptions, takeout, delivery fees, random Amazon purchases. Added up, it's easily $200, $300 a month. The first step is to kill the invisible expenses. Cancel subscriptions you don't use. Cook 3 nights at home instead of ordering. Share rides or cut gas by planning errands better. These little moves don't feel big, but they're the difference between sinking and saving. Let's be honest. Rent is the monster. In most US cities, it eats half your income. So if you're serious about this $6,000 challenge, you have to make a bold move. And that's house hacking. Find a roommate, rent out your spare room, move back with family for 1 year, or even look for a shared living setup. Is it comfortable? Maybe not. But remember, you're trading 1 year of discomfort for financial freedom. And when you do the math, this single move can free up $400, $600 every single month. Now let's flip the other side of the coin. Earning. If you can bring in just an extra $200, $300 a month, suddenly saving $500 isn't a struggle anymore. And before you roll your eyes, no, I'm not talking about starting a full business. I'm talking about weekend gigs, tutoring, driving Uber, delivering DoorDash, freelancing online. Millions of Americans already do this. 1 or 2 side hustles for a year, and you're stacking cash while your 9-to-5 covers your basics. So here's the challenge. The first month, your goal isn't $6,000. It's just $500. That's it. Move it to a separate account. Watch it grow, and don't touch it. Month 2, repeat. By the time you hit month 3, you'll see $1,500 saved. And that's when it gets addictive. Because for the first time, you'll realize it's possible. Saving isn't about deprivation. It's about building momentum. Now let's make this even easier. Forget about saving $500 a month. Think about saving $125 a week. That's just 4 weeks of discipline. Can you cut $20 a day from your spending? Skip the fast food, brew your own coffee, cut impulse buys, and boom, that's $125 right there. People waste more than that every week without realizing it. Breaking it down weekly makes it feel less overwhelming and way more doable. Here's the truth. If you leave saving up to willpower, you will fail. Life will always find an excuse to take that money. The trick is automation. Set up your bank so that $500 or $125 weekly automatically transfers into a savings account you don't touch. Out of sight, out of mind. When you never see it in your checking account, it doesn't feel like you lost money. This single move is the difference between people who talk about saving and people who actually do it. Now, you might be wondering, what if I need that money for an emergency? Great question. That's why the first $1,000 you save isn't savings. It's your emergency buffer. This protects you from credit card debt when life throws surprises at you, like car repairs, medical bills, or broken appliances. Once that's covered, every dollar after that goes straight toward building your $6,000 goal. Here's where most people slip. They refuse to adjust their lifestyle. But think of it like this. 1 year of temporary sacrifice equals a lifetime of breathing room. Swap Netflix for free YouTube or library streaming. Swap eating out for weekly meal prep. Swap brand new clothes for thrift or discount. 1 year of swaps, and you'll stack $6,000 while everyone else stays broke. The question is, are you willing to trade a little comfort for long-term freedom? Let me give you a psychological hack. Print out a calendar of 12 months, and every time you hit your $500 goal, put a giant green check mark. Sounds simple, but your brain loves progress. When you see 3, 4, 5 months in a row checked off, you'll fight harder not to break the streak. Motivation fades, but visual proof keeps you moving. Let's be honest. Your friends, maybe even your family, will think you're crazy. They'll say, "Why save? Life's short. Spend it while you can." That's because most people live paycheck to paycheck. But let me ask you this. Do you want to live like most people, or do you want to build something different? The truth is, those same people will be shocked when they see you sitting on $6,000 a year from now. And trust me, that feels better than any night out. Here's the secret nobody tells you. Saving is addictive. Once you hit $2,000, $3,000, you'll start asking yourself, what else can I cut? How much faster can I grow this? That momentum is powerful, and before you know it, you'll be saving beyond $6,000 because the system works the same no matter the amount. The hardest part is starting. The rest is momentum. So you hit $6,000 in 1 year. What then? Here's the magic. That money is your launchpad. It can pay off debt, cover an emergency, or even be invested to grow into 10K, 20K, and beyond. The lesson here isn't just the $6,000. It's proving to yourself that discipline beats income. Once you learn this system, you can scale it up for the rest of your life. Let me leave you with this. Most people will hear this today and keep scrolling. A few of you will actually try it, and an even smaller group will stick with it for 12 months straight. The difference between broke and secure isn't luck, it's action. So here's your challenge. Commit to 1 year, automate your savings, and watch yourself build $6,000 out of a $1,000 paycheck. And when you do, you'll never think about money the same way again. If this gave you value, hit subscribe, share it with a friend who needs it, and let's build financial freedom together.